Hello, and welcome to FSM News. I'm Courtney Coleman.
And I'm Chantel Jefferson. FSM News is a product of Free Spirit Media, which is a nonprofit organization that empowers youth voice.
FSM News on the road.
Welcome back to FSM News on the road. This week, we are visiting the Adler Planetarium. Here behind us is one of the Mars rovers, which was used to find evidence of water on Mars.
The planetarium offers many teens the opportunity to become involved in programs throughout the museum. Some of the teens participate behind the scenes, while others help guide tours throughout the museum. Here's Robin Sims with more.
At the Adler Planetarium, teens have an opportunity to work together to complete many tasks this summer during their internship. The teens that participated in the internship program were selected from Chicago public schools. They also had to go through 2 interviews and needed to create a resume in order to be selected. When selected, interns mainly work with their visitors while teaching them astronomy.
Working in our astronomy department doing cutting-edge research with high-altitude helium balloons that are 36 feet wide. A lot of them work with visitors on the floor of the museum and are doing science activities.
We basically send high altitude balloons up into the atmosphere to measure the temperature, the radiation, and how everything varies.
While participating in this internship, the teens have to create a project that must be completed.
We have to complete a big project for our community. It's like a community bash. It's the first annual one. So we just get together, bring our communities, and do a big project, have them do activities and things like that.
Us teens are gonna start making the project. We're just hosting a big event. It's like the first thing Adler's gonna do. It's gonna bring people who are unable to come to the Adler to actually come for a free night, get a free movie. It's pretty cool.
With so many summer programs to get involved in, how did these students find out about this one?
My friend was a volunteer last year, and plus I looked it up to get more information.
I'm here today working with the teens at the Adler Planetarium. The teens have worked hard to get to where they are now. The application package alone was a big task, but the hard workers didn't let that discourage them.
It basically will help me through school. It will teach me how to be better with my people skills, how to do better at public speaking.
I am interested in astronomy, and there's always something to learn at the planetarium.
The interns have really accomplished a lot, and they know that there is much more for them in store. For more information on trying to apply for a position or planning a visit, you can go to www.adlerplanetarium.org. For FSM News, I'm Robin Sims.
That's great how those teens are very interactive, and it looks like they enjoy what they do.
Up next in our Did You Know, found out more about the Far Horizons group and their current activities.
Stay with us.
Welcome back.
Courtney, did you know that there are interns creating balloons that will be going above the atmosphere?
No, I didn't. It sounds fun.
It does. Here's FSM Maya McDonald on the Far Horizons program.
Did you know that at the Adler Planetarium, some teens conduct experiments with balloon launches to learn about space? First, the teens design, build, and assemble their own balloon with a payload. This helps to answer their questions about the universe. The balloons they build can sometimes go up to 100,000 feet in the air, and even 99% above our atmosphere. Teens can even become engineers, scientists, and explorers.
Up, up, and away.
While some teens are working behind the scenes, others are helping tourists become more interactive at the planetarium.
The Adler have multiple activity carts located throughout the museum exhibits. Here's FSM's Patricia LaCaves with more on the story.
The Adler Planetarium is not your typical museum. The staff and interns are interested in getting their audience, young and old, involved with the interactive exhibits.
We have UV, kites, balloon rockets, space food, and a lot more.
We talk about infrared, which is a camera that detects body heat. So like the orange and the yellow color means it's like really hot, but if it's purple or blue, it means it's really cold. And people get to stand and see themselves.
I'm here live at the Adler Planetarium, where recently they have added more interactive exhibits than ever before. Many families come here to learn more about space, but you never expect it to be such a hands-on experience. Some teens have the opportunity to work here at the Adler. Alongside with researchers, teens conduct experiments to engage its audience. These interactions are fun ways to learn about space.
It's really beneficial because the kids get to learn more about science and they get to interact with us.
They're very inspiring because if you come here, you can learn more and more and more. Because I learn more every day, even though I don't try to. So if you're trying to learn, you will.
Because people, get to interact with activities, and then it's like they meet new people and learning at the same time.
In addition to overnight interactive exhibits, the Adler offers the new Deep Space Adventure, Hidden Wonders, Universe in Your Hands, and so much more. For more information on these exhibits, please visit www.adlerplanetarium.org. Reporter for FSM News, I am Patricia LeCase.
You know what, Courtney? I learned so much about the exhibit in such a short amount of time.
I did too. Coming up next, we will have more topics about the planetarium. Don't change that channel because FSM News on the Road will be right back.
Unlike most museums, the Adler Planetarium has many hands-on activities for visitors to get involved in. They make it their top priority to keep everyone from losing interest. So don't pass by. Get involved.
Here at the planetarium, they have an exhibit called the Welcome Gallery.
Recently, the new Granger Theater opened up in the Clark Family Welcome Gallery. Here's FSM Marquise Brown with more.
The Adler Planetarium has a new experience called Deep Space Adventure, which highlights the formation of the universe, collisions between galaxies, and the explosive end of a star's life, both within our universe.
You actually get to watch how the universe forms and how it evolves over 14 billion years. You get to watch what makes a star explode, what happens when that star explodes, what happens to a planet when that blast wave passes over the star. You get to see what happens when two galaxies collide. Actually, in the show, it's just a pair of galaxies in the Virgo cluster. The collision we actually show is the Milky Way Andromeda collision. That's a collision that's going to happen to us in 2 or 3 billion years.
The theater uses a multitude of projectors and lights to take its visitors on an adventure through outer space.
We project 20 projectors together, and they have to know about the curvature of the screen, and they have to know how they blend together so it creates one seamless image.
The Adler Planetarium not only added the 3D Deep Space Adventure, it has also incorporated the Welcome Gallery, which is a multimedia interactive exhibit that displays greetings before you enter the movie theater. The Welcome Gallery teaches visitors about space exploration through different messages from astronomers and astronauts and interactive games, so they have a better understanding before entering the theater.
We have these interactive experiences where people can explore different ways that humans help explore space. That's not always going to space as an astronaut, but that's one of the ways you can do it. It's observing the sky, like astronomers do. It's maybe building robots, like an engineer, to send them out into space. And then finally, another way that people explore space is with their minds, coming up with theories and ideas about the universe. So people are able to explore that in the Welcome Gallery. We're also able to hear from people who've been inspired by the Adler, including some famous people like the astronauts Joan Higginbotham and John Grunsfeld, who both came here as children, are from Chicago, and went on to become astronauts.
A combination of the Welcome Gallery and the Deep Space Adventure enhances visitors' knowledge about the universe and space exploration. For more facts about the Deep Space Adventure and the Welcome Gallery, visit the Adler Planetarium's website.
Sorry to say, it's time for us to wrap up this week's newscast, but we'll be back next week with more stories, did you knows, and PSAs.
Check us out on Facebook, search FSM News.
You can also find us on ABC7 Chicago's website in the community section.
Thanks again for watching FSM News on the Road. Don't forget to tune in for next week's show.
See you later. That's a wrap.
Free Spirit Media partners with schools and organizations to provide education, access, and opportunity in media production to underserved urban youth. Through hands-on production of their own media content, Participants build life skills in communication, critical and independent thinking, teamwork, and the use of technology. Believing that youth perspectives are a critical element of American culture, Free Spirit Media actively distributes student work to a range of audiences. Participants' dreams and aspirations grow, and in turn, their voices and visions benefit our society.
I'm here today in front of... Where did I get that from?
I'm here live at the Adler Planetarium, where recently they have added more interactive exhibits than ever before. Many families come here to learn more about space. Janae, stop.
The 3D deeps.